Yo guys, what's up? Welcome again to this new video. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. And you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. You know that nothing is impossible and the world itself says I am possible. Hey, you know what? Make us feel some power and subscribe to the channel because today we will introduce you to some characters who started weak as hell and then become overpowered. Alright guys, wait for it. We start from number 10, Zen Martial Arts Academy. In the world of martial arts, having some specific skills and powers will make you level up to the top of the rankings. In this manhwa, Zen is considered essential inner energy, which is so important to have if you want to survive the world of martial arts. However, Mingyom is suffering because he doesn't have Zen, and he dreams and wishes to become Asia's strongest martial arts. At that moment, he was still wondering and arguing with his sister on which major he would take at school. He left wandering around only to end up in a very bad neighborhood when he saved a girl and gets himself beaten up in the process. It's all because he doesn't have Zen. Suddenly appears a foreign girl and saved him. And guess what? She announced that she is his fiancée. Well guys, read this manhwa and witness the process of Minkyom becoming a stronger fighter and overpowered. And then comes number 9, Korone no Shokanchi. The story is nothing we haven't seen before. Classic isekai story. However, this is a fun one. It doesn't try to be anything new. Calvin rise while steadily getting stronger. He adds new subordinates by mastering his skills in hope to get powerful enough to summon his angel follower. When he has supposedly fallen in love previously when he lost his memory. And by the time go, he doesn't notice it. He had obtained overwhelming power. Well, mostly classic hero must save the world. And our MC is a maniac OP. However, he is not the hero of the story. He is just a lone adventurer wandering around looking to power up by fighting. Read it guys and come overwhelmed by its story. And comes number 8, Zooey Wow Dow, aka the first one. An awesome adventure with great places and beasts reminding us of One Piece. A strong world indeed. And most importantly is that it contains martial arts and superpowers. The art in this Chinese manhwa is wonderful and with understandable scenes and variety of colors. Many will say this one is my favorite manhwa concerning colors. However, this one is about a young boy named Wu, was unable to practice martial arts due to his specific body, and he repeatedly gets bullied and looked down by others. This is what will motivate him to change it all, and started to develop his power and level up bit by bit. Alright guys, check it out and see how this weak boy becomes OP. And we move to number 7, Sealed Divine Throne. 7,000 years ago marked the sudden arrival of 72 demon gods, bringing with them the demon breath, which lasted for 100 days. And causes transform humans into demonic beings and become slaves for the demon gods. The humankind was going to extend if it wasn't for Long Hao Chen, that young beautiful boy with a personality of a knight, caring and loving people around him, a perfect hero to save humankind. However, he joined the temple so that he would train and gain more power and skills, because as for now he is just a weak boy. But wait for it guys, this webtoon Chinese manhwa will take control on you if you started reading it, exactly as the demon gods did with the humans 7,000 years ago. So watch your spirits. And here comes number 6, Rain. Some situations force you to do some serious stuff which you thought you would never be able to do. Well, that's what Rain did when he started to protect his small country, Sunkwall. And because of dramatic experience he had in childhood, he made a promise to become stronger than everyone else, so that he would be be able to protect those he loves. That's why he became like a lone wolf, doesn't care about anyone and anything. However, whenever he was needed, he was always there and absolutely takes a responsibility. And people trust him to be their leaders and savior. And also he made a promise to the Princess Shelva. And now he has to get stronger and overpowered to be able to hold his responsibility and duties. Rain becomes OP after he was just a weak character. So once if you are looking for a fantasy webtoon to read, you gotta take this one as a choice. Number 5, Dulu aka Soul Land, Combat Continent. Well, first of all, this Chinese manhwa is awesome for several reasons, such as its good story, and it is not super action themed or deep, as well as it's not dark. It feels like happy. The art is adorable. It takes a bit of time to get used, but it's fantastic after all. The characters are strong, but especially San Tang, after he leveled his powers up and become OP. I guess this is what we needed to select to you guys, an overpowered MC with such a path of starting weak and becoming stronger and OP. Tang San is a former young master of the Rinwang Tang sect. Following his death, he was reborn while maintaining his past memories as the son of the strongest title Dolo, Tang Hao of the Clear Sky clan. Make sure to read this Chinese manhwa, folks, and be positive about its story, and it will indeed surprise you before you know it. And we have number 4, Angel Densetsu. This is Kitano, a naive and kind boy with a heart of an angel. But when you look at his face, your heart will jump on. He has a devil's face. Well, when he enters his new school, he is presumed to be a villainous heroin addict. His new friends have great expectations of him, with all that scary appearances. In reality, Kitano hates violence and denies it. All what he wants is to do good for the people and friends around him. However, when he finds himself in such situation, he had to do something about it. So he trains to develop speed and reflexes, which will allow him to absorb the power of the blows. His unique technique will help him to defeat any skilled fighter and make him lose the will to fight. That's what we call an OP starting from zero and becoming a hero. Such an amazing story with all the comedy and coolness in it. You will enjoy it without any doubts. And coming down to number 3, The Breaker. Just as the last ones we gathered to you today, guys, The Breaker is so unique and it has the right to be listed in number 3. The protagonist Ye Shi Won goes through amazing character development where he was just a naive boy attending a 9 Dragons high school, where he was getting hells of his life. Many fellow students bullied him and beaten him up many times. Suddenly, one day a mysterious man spotted one of his everyday beatings, and instead of helping him, the man insulted him for not fighting back and not defending himself against those bullies. Later on, that man appeared to be his new English teacher and a master of martial arts too. Well, this is when he started the journey to become OP after he was that weak, naive boy. Alright guys, I really recommend to you this manhwa webtoon to read, especially if you are looking for such a character who started weak and becoming OP. And down to number 2. Bastard is quite a gripping story, and each chapter goes by, you want to read more and more of it, until you become obsessed and don't want to stop and make an end to it. The plot took place in Korea, where a teenager is forced by his father to commit murder and do his dirty works. Well, in fact, his father does the killing using his hammer to knock the victims out, while the boy Jin has been doing and living in this since he can remember. So he thinks it's just normal and there is nothing wrong with it. Jin was very weak with a quiet attitude. He was scared to death of his father. However, once his father started to target his classmate Kyon, then Jin decided to take care of her and stop his father from hurting her. He started the path to become stronger, and after some time he became OP. Alright guys, read this manhwa and be overwhelmed with the transformation Jin did after he started weak as hell and then turned so strong and OP. Alright. For those who are really addicted to the world of webtoon and comic books, and those who appreciate the art, I'm sure you already know who will take number one in this list. Solo Leveling. And I don't think that anyone will say not. Alright, let's talk a bit about this great manhwa. I shall protect my family, even if that means every single hunter in the world becomes my enemy. Well, this webtoon is most highly successful and admired all over the world, and it's just no way that we don't put it in this list, as well as in the first place. The protagonist of Solo Leveling is Sun Jin-woo, who was previously known as the world's weakest hunter, and later on he leveled up and became the world's greatest hunter after he was reawakened and became a player. That was after he survived Kartunen Temple and completing the secret quest Courage of the Weak. For those who didn't read it yet, watch up guys, this manhwa will blow your minds away. And this is the end of our video guys, thank you for watching. You know what? Subscribe and like the video, and please inform us with your suggestions in the comments below. By your support and your suggestions we keep going. See you next time.